I want to get into the psyche of the concept behind what our young people are doing and the conditions under which they're living.
To all the loved ones I leave behind, at least they can't see me cry. And I ask, when someone wants to be me, why? Not having everything would ease my mind. But if you could read my mind, my God, I'm scarred. I have tattoos.
Hello, my name is Kim Wimbish. I am the CEO of KMK Productions. We are an event planning and consulting firm. We do a lot of local events with charity and nonprofit, giving back to the community. Today I'm sitting here with Mr. Michael J. Muhammad. We've been laughing and joking for the last couple of minutes trying to get this together now. And I'm just sitting here trying to figure out, Michael J. Muhammad, exactly, you came into my life where you're making a difference in a lot of other people's lives. So what exactly is it that you do for the community?
Well, my objective is to, as you said, impact and make a difference in the lives of our people, particularly our young people. I have been, for the last 20 years of my life, and that sounds long, though I'm not old.
Yes.
For the last 20 years of my life, been working diligently to make an impact and an inroad for people who have been denigrated, downgraded, and ostracized, and particularly our young people and young black men. And so my whole purpose in life is to make a difference.
Yes, that is really well. Yeah, myself, I have a son. My son is 15 years old, Keon Baker. And it's hard, you know, raising a child in this community. You know, it's a lot going on out here, a lot of temptations. So to have a positive black male in your life, you know, to provide some type of guidance is a very powerful thing. So we're happy to have Michael J. Muhammad and work with him in the community and gang violence out here.
Yes, I have worked for quite some years now, not only here in Norfolk where we are now, but actually throughout the country, in the area of combating youth and gang violence. I had the opportunity, the awesome opportunity of serving Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam as his national youth representative. And as his national youth representative, that gave me an opportunity to travel extensively throughout America and in parts of the world, dealing with the conflicts that arise amongst our people. And when you look at the condition of our people,
yes,
and particularly our young people today, it really is disheartening. Just yesterday evening in Los Angeles, the BET Awards was hosted, or held.
yes,
And there's been a lot of talk and criticism directed at the producers of that event. But what I saw was a lot of young people particularly. There was some of the older generation, but a lot of young people who, out of tremendous pain and struggle, wanted to give air and expression to their creative talent, their creative abilities. One in particular that caught my eye is the young man Chris Brown,
yes,
who is one of the most prolific talents amongst our people. In my opinion, having had the opportunity in the work that I have done to be in the presence of Michael Jackson and to really watch the work of Michael Jackson from an analytical perspective, seeing the creative genius of him, I believe that Chris Brown is the inheritor, the living inheritor of the legacy of Mr. Jackson. And his life and his struggle comes with great tumultuous pain. We've heard Chris Brown talk about being in a household where domestic violence was prevalent. We've heard him talk about his father leaving and not being there, and the strength of his mother in raising him. And so the question is raised, where would we be without pain?
exactly.
And so the tumultuous pain that was introduced into that brother's life from a young age really gives us the creative expression that we see on the stage, on the films, and in his music. And I believe that he is one of the, as I said before, most prolific geniuses from the creative expression that our people have. And if he is left alone and allowed to make his mistakes as a young man, I believe that we will see a great exponent for change in the world, because he is an example
Yes.
of the life of our young people, those who you may never know and who you will never see. He is an example of that.
Yes, and a lot of youth, they live through the celebrities and stars, and they live through what they see, publicly. So Chris Brown is like a role model to them.
Absolutely.
So
as he should be.
Right. So they're living through what he does and his downfalls and his mistakes, and it's all a learning experience. Anything that you go through in life, it only helps you to become a better person. You have to go through something tough to make it better in life. So I mean, even though he had his situation with Rihanna and all the other controversy he has, we still buy his records. We still support him. He's still a very positive, young, black, influential man out here.
One of the things about us, Kim, as a people, we are very spiritual people.
Yeah.
And as a spiritual people, the predominant of our people are Christian. And one of the greatest principles of Christianity is forgiveness. And it hurts me and pains me to see the attacks that are launched at Chris Brown. And I'm using him as an example because he's really an example of our people.
Right.
And the attacks that are heralded at him. Just last week he was attacked. He made a statement on a video when he was about to receive a ticket, and the gossip site TMZ was there on site, and he used the term gay, but he also used the term nigger, and he said, "You niggas or y'all niggas are gay," and he said it in a joking manner, not to be offensive.
Right.
But no attention was paid to the fact that he used the word nigger, which is a derogatory term that sometimes we use, but was designed or developed in degradation to us as a people. But when he made the term gay, or used the term gay, it was said to have been used in a negative connotation, and he was attacked.
Right.
He was attacked viciously. And I thought that that was inappropriate, because we as a people who have suffered greatly, our struggles and suffering have been used as cannon fodder for other people's issues. And so when you have a young man like that, who is not politically astute, who's not involved in the intricacies of politics, he just wants to be an artist.
Right, and be himself.
And be himself.
Right.
And he's drawn out onto that platform. It's wrong.
Yes.
And the attacks that are leveled, we as a people should have a better concept of how to deal with one another than we have exhibited in joining in with those who have been historically enemies of our community and attacking along with them. I look at our young brothers in the streets.
Yes.
And this gang culture. You have a 15-year-old son. I have a 15-year-old son. And this gang culture is so prevalent. It's so strong.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yes.
Because our young people want to have a sense of belonging.
A belonging and love, and they feel like that these people are leaders.
And because they want to have that sense of belonging and love, they join on to a thing in ignorance. And they begin to emulate and copy, not realizing that they are a part of the greatest people to ever be born in the annals of history. In fact, directly linked to God himself. We gave the world mathematics. We gave the world science, algebra, all of these great discoveries that the world has. We gave the world medicine. But we don't teach that. When you teach our young people from the perspective of them being minorities, they're not able to link themselves to the greater contributions of their people throughout the world. And as a result, they see themselves as not being a part of. So there's a constant yearning and seeking to be a part of. The family structure is broken down. And it's not done in a vacuum. It's done systematically. It has been organized and planned, the destruction and annihilation of the black family. And for that reason, our young people seek a sense of belonging. And that is what draws them close to these gangs and to this illicit activity. But we have a responsibility to pull them out of that lifestyle by giving them a unit and a structure.
To all the loved ones I leave behind, at least they can't see me cry. And I ask, when someone